The round table.
Gentlemen,
Aye.
let's broaden our minds.
Lay on, gentlemen, and let them know what's what. Fire at will. It's time for action, gentlemen.
Gentlemen of the round table.
What's the topic of discussion?
Civility, gentlemen. Always civility.
Testing. Microphone. Turn on a microphone.
Hello.
Honk, 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 honk.
That's perfect.
Knob it up, dude.
Hello. All right, this one works. Cool. All right, I think we're going to start off this episode with a guided meditation by Holden McNeely.
Everyone, please close your eyes for a guided meditation. All right, you are the fattest pig in Nantucket. And I'm sorry, buddy, but it's Ed Larson's birthday. So you're getting sliced open by a monster of a man.
Let me get a hold of that pig. Yeah, let me get a hold of it.
Slicing you down.
Yeah.
Getting all the meats out of you. Yeah, he's eating it. Oh, no. Why are the pants coming off of him? Oh, no, you're slipping away. Oh, good. Oh, here you are as a snake. A snake in your favorite place, the toilet.
I love
You
the
see
toilet.
a big, fat, luscious asshole to munch down on. You're like, ooh, because snakes talk like that. Oh, I got to wait to eat, chomp on his that
So
juicy
evil.
brown eye.
I had
And you
no idea.
fucking, and right when that person's about to launch their nonsense down at you, you fucking hop up and chomp down.
Yeah.
Oh, God, it's your worst nightmare. Now you're the guy whose asshole's getting eaten out by a snake.
It's not that bad.
You like it? Fine. And you breathe and open your eyes. You find yourself in the Roundtable of Gentlemen.
Oh, thank
Yeah,
God.
welcome to the Roundtable of Gentlemen, everybody. All right, who is on this program this evening?
Jack Zebrowski, hot and fancy free.
I think you're gorgeous.
Oh, man, big Kevin Barnett.
Kevin Barnett. Kevin
Hell
Barnett
yeah.
is also here.
Kevin's on this shit. Hell yeah.
He's so big.
Holden McNeely, me wish me was Jackie.
That's a snake voice.
I know. I wish I was a Doing snake voice version for the rest of the night. that.
This is all you're going to do?
Oh, God.
Like to slither, like
It's gonna
to
be
be
a long
slimy.
40 minutes.
Henry
Indeed, a little
Zebrowski, I'm wearing a mock turtle.
Ah, interesting.
I like it because it gives you 3 chins, but in the best way possible.
You know what? I don't call them chins. I call them steps to my face.
Yes. You do have the tomb of necks. All right, and who is this fella here?
I already said, man.
Oh, Kevin Barnett. All right, I'm Ben Kissel. With us, as always, newsman Marcus Parks. Marcus, what do you got for us today, buddy?
A blind stroke victim is issued a compensation claim after he was shot in the back with a 50,000-volt taser stun gun by a police officer who mistook his white cane for a samurai sword.
Oh, that happens all the time.
That's not what they look like.
He
you
was-
know what a samurai sword looks like?
He was 63.
Oh, then
Some
that's
kind of
okay.
goddamn trading samurai sword.
Yeah.
Whacking it around. I was saying the other day, there's like nothing. I don't think there could be anything in the world that could stop New York like foot traffic than a blind man with Parkinson's.
That's a good
Just give him a
point.
10-foot pole and just have him fucking just hit the streets.
Oh, I mean, this cop is he's always looking for work, this cop. 63-year-old fella walking in a white cane. We just see an elderly man. Maybe we feel bad for him. This cop sees an opportunity to send a social message, you know? You gotta tase this fucking guy.
Man,
I think the cop made a good move here,
It
slowing
must
up the
feel
traffic.
so good to tase someone.
Absolutely.
Watch him
Yeah.
go immediately down. Like,
Yeah.
no, please don't.
I feel like if you're gonna get tased, that's one of the nicest things that cops can do to you. I mean, back in the day, they would beat you with a billy club, very uncomfortable. I think
Shoot you with the
taser-
hose.
Shoot you with the hose.
Yeah.
That's pretty terrible as
Get
well.
out of the tree, raccoon.
That's the thing.
That's
That's
right.
the problem. You looked like a tiny raccoon when you were a child.
Yeah.
Ay, ay, ay.
Holden,
Small
if you're
hands.
Holden, you're walking down the street, you're clogging up foot traffic. Do you want to get hosed out of the way, tasered out of the way, or beaten with a baton out of the way?
Well, but I'm a little different. When I get tased, I ejaculate immediately.
So you want to get tased?
So
Okay.
I like to get tased. Yeah, it's one of our little toys back at the home with the missus.
We will not go into that.
Yummy, beat me, hurt me. That's the thing. I like blood involved in foreplay.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And,
What was some of the bloodiest foreplay you've ever had?
Oh, when I cut my own dick off. Right.
Actually,
is
I would
fun.
imagine women would love that.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
think women
definitely.
would love
also
most
the
men without
last
penises.
time you did foreplay?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Sometimes if I rub my nipples, though, I get slightly aroused.
Like phantom dick?
Yeah, exactly. I feel phantom dick, and then I flex it until I fucking fake jizz.
Yeah.
Either way.
Yeah, you do the hot pole thing where you make it bounce like a fucking flat car, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, you definitely look like a dude with no dick. That's one thing I can tell you.
That is true. That's a good point, Kevin. You do look like a
Definitely.
man with no dick. Yeah. So what's going to happen to, with this cop, Marcus? Is he getting in trouble or what?
Well, apparently this man has had to jump through quite a few hoops to make this complaint. His name is Colin Farmer.
Which is difficult for a blind man.
Thank you. Someone had to make it. I'm going to give it to Henry. Why not?
Good blind joke.
He has suffered 2 strokes and walks at a snail's pace. He was on his way to a pub to meet friends for a drink and did not realize anything was wrong until the officer tasered him.
I mean, what if this tasering would have cured him? You know, that would have been amazing.
Shock therapy.
Yeah, absolutely. Not a
There's
bad move.
a lot of hypotheticals in this world, man.
There are. I agree.
Would not have ever happened at all. That's
Yeah,
not
you
how
think
things
so?
work. No, it would.
I mean, you know, this cop made a very interesting decision, and you can't really go against it.
I feel like if he's moving that slow, even if he did have a samurai sword, would it really matter? He probably wouldn't be able to pick it up.
You could just push him.
Yeah, that's a good point.
You old.
I do think if you're over 60, you should be allowed to carry a sword with you wherever you go. I mean, something has to adjust for the fact that no one sees you as a threat any longer.
I don't know, man. I've seen far too many animes and
Yeah.
martial arts films.
That's
Old
true.
people can move with swords, man.
You think so?
Yeah, I know so.
Really?
Yeah, I've researched this.
I'll tell you what, there was helped an old lady carry her groceries up 5 floors today, which was a nightmare. No, yeah, she was standing in front of the apartment. Ben, you've had to do this for this
there's a
particular
woman.
woman.
Holden and I are roommates. We live over there in Williamsburg, and there is an elderly gal. She lives on the 5th floor. She's been there forever. And
90, dude.
She's 90 years old, and she basically waits outside of our front door, like when you're fishing and you use a bobber. And she just waits there, and she kind of bobs around.
Dude,
she has
helpless.
multiple bags.
Stands there helpless. I'll tell you what, though.
And then as soon as you see her, you are forced to carry all of her groceries up 5
And
stairs.
that's the thing.
If you don't,
have
you're an
to do
asshole.
it.
But she's just...
She's like, you helped me, and I had this big bag of laundry.
You gotta
I
help
gotten
her.
back from a run. I was like covered in sweat, and I'm just
Yeah.
like, I'm fine.
Do I
guess.
have a choice? Can someone just taser you so you can die?
But
that would be great.
If she had the sword, it wouldn't even be a question. I'd be like, oh, I love helping that woman.
Of
carry
course.
her groceries up the stairs.
Another
But when
good
you-
reason the elderly should carry swords.
When you like get up to her apartment though, is she like, "Hey, mister, you close the door now. You close the door." And then she
She's
lays
not
down
Asian,
in the
but
no,
go
no,
on.
no, no,
She's not Asian.
She
but
lays
go on.
down on the bed, right? And she's just like pulls up that tight skirt she's wearing.
So I
right?
decided to
Naturally.
close
Yeah,
the door.
yeah. And
Okay.
she goes there. She said, "You take a Pop Tart to my bag. I get the
What?
Pop Tarts in there.
Shoot.
A Pop
Take
Tart?
the Pop Tarts out of my bag.
There's a
What do you want me
Pop-Tart
to
in
do
this?
with the
and she go,
Pop-Tart?
put them in my toaster.
Put it in your toaster.
Put them in my
the
toaster.
kitchen, correct?
No,
The one-
no, my
not
toaster.
the one in the kitchen.
Toaster
Where's the
here,
other toaster?
Toaster here, and she's got a perfect vagina,
Yeah.
like
Right.
an 18-year-old's
An 18-year-old's
vagina.
vagina.
Yeah, it was blessed by the devil at a young age.
I'd fucking finger and fucking eat her pussy.
Well, no, she actually just wanted you to make her a Pop Tart. She's very old and
Yeah,
hungry.
I put the
Holden.
Pop-Tart in.
What is wrong with you? Now you're raping
put
this
the
old
Pop-Tart.
woman?
Yeah. She said, thank
Please.
you, get out.
Yeah,
Thank
and then
you,
she's
get
like
out.
creamy
Thank
like
you,
a
get
toaster
out.
Thank you,
strudel.
get out. You done? We
No
done.
tip?
No,
No tippy?
That was your tip.
That
Yeah.
was my tip.
Strawberry frosted.
How come you just talked like Henry for 2 seconds and
Strawberry
started
frosted
talking?
because I was breaking into commentary.
You're scaring me, old lady.
I
think that is true, though. I mean-
cut me with the sharp corner, the Pop Tart.
I feel like a woman at any age can use their vagina as a tip for services. You know, if I was a woman, I would never pay for shit. I mean, why not? You are
You'd
currency.
also, I think you'd be dead. You'd be raped
I
and
would be
You'd be
murdered.
raped and murdered.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I would not be raped.
6'7", 300-pound woman.
Yeah.
I would be
You have to
gorgeous.
remember.
I would be amazing.
You'd have legs for days.
I would
That
have
be
legs
nice.
for days. I would have
Yeah.
season tickets to the Knicks courtside. It would be fantastic. I would be hanging out with everybody that's a big timer.
You're right. That is what being a woman is like. It's crazy.
Thank you.
I don't even have to work.
So you'd be fucking Spike Lee.
Yeah, I
Okay.
read. Yeah, I read that. Gloria Steinem. I read her, and that's what she was saying. That if you're
All
a
right.
woman,
You
you
know
get
how
to
to
fuck
read.
Spike Lee and sit courtside with the New York Knicks.
Did you just say Gloria Steinman?
Steinman. Yeah. Oh no. Are you thinking about the liberal girl,
Yeah.
Gloria Steinem?
Yeah.
No, I read Gloria Steinman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, she's a homeless woman. She wrote on the sidewalk.
Right.
Yeah. She wrote in urine. Either way, I thought it was a fantastic block of concrete to read.
Fantastic.
Yes. Marcus, any other stories over there?
Absolutely. State police say a man twice tried to kill himself on Interstate 79 in southern Pennsylvania before going to work.
Oh, so sad.
Yeah. I knew you'd like it. Yeah. Police say he first tried to end his life by jumping out of a moving vehicle that was driving him to work in Cannonsburg, about 15 miles south of Pittsburgh. That happened at 7:45 a.m. About half an hour later, police say the man stepped over a guide rail into the path of a tractor trailer, which tried to avoid the man but ended up just knocking him out of his shoes. Police say the man jumped up, grabbed his shoes, slid down a hillside, and walked to work.
Oh, I thought you were going to say he tried to choke on his own shoes after that.
I'm going to eat my shoes.
You just got hit by a tractor trailer on the you were covered in asphalt and cuts and bruises. You walk into work and it's like, man, this commute. It is just rough out there. There's a lot of traffic.
Yeah, this carpooling thing is getting way out of control.
God, where did he work that he really didn't want to go so bad?
I mean,
that's all the information I have on the story.
Damn.
I mean, I feel like, what, do you think he was
It was
suicidal?
Joe Biden.
I mean, do you think he was suicidal because of his work? Is that why people...
Nah, definitely not. He still went to work.
Yeah.
It's true. He didn't call out sick, which is insane to me.
That's a true American right there.
Seems like a good reason to call out sick. I mean, he rolled out of a car, got hit by a tractor trailer. If there's any reason that's better than the flu, it's that one.
Like, how old do you think this guy is? I have his age.
37.
22.
Whoa.
How can you hate life?
But that's the time. I mean, that's when you went through your crazy time, right?
Oh, yeah, I was insane at
Everyone,
22.
everyone who's going to be suicidal, I feel like it happens to them around 22.
Yep, that's about the time.
Yeah.
Did you try to kill yourself quite a few times, Marcus?
No, never tried killing myself. I mean, not actively.
Wait.
Oh, you just thought about it quite a bit.
Yeah,
so you were just
took
too
off
much
your
of a
shoes
pussy,
and wandered
Marcus.
into the middle of the highway.
I held a lot of guns.
Oh,
And
and
how'd you
stared
hold-
at your gun. How long would these sittings last?
Oh, like an hour.
Oh. Would you listen to music while you did it? Or?
No, just silence on the porch.
Okay.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
That's terrifying.
Yeah.
That's so scary.
Porch silence is technically suicide music.
That is. I've actually heard that. That's a good point, Henry. And that's a very nice classic way to kill yourself, a gun to the head. This guy was
But
very
wait a second.
creative.
Also, he jumped out of a car at 7:45 on his way to work. His coworkers didn't say when he got to work, he's like, "Hey, fucking Marty jumped out of the car in the middle of the freeway," and they kept going.
So
They
how
just
is
went
he?
to work.
We saw him get hit by a tractor trailer, but he should be showing up any minute now.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, they apparently kept going. They didn't turn around and try to pick him back up.
Let him go, man. Just fucking let him go.
Yeah, because everyone's miserable at that job. They're like, do it, dude. You're rolling to school.
Finally, someone's got the fucking guts to do the thing he needs to do.
It's like, okay, what job do you think it was? Like party planners?
It's got to be IT.
IT? You
Yeah,
think it was
definitely.
IT? I don't know, man.
Yeah, it takes a mathematician's mind to think about such creative ways of suicide. I mean, this is insane stuff. He's
Yeah,
like,
man.
if the car is going to...
I don't know if it's that creative. He was just on the way to work. He's probably like, fuck it. I'm trying this out.
Yeah, try this out, yeah.
I would say that's a factory job. He's in Pennsylvania. I mean, Pennsylvania's a miserable place.
Yeah, he's
Right.
probably like tubing bologna gook into fucking casings every day.
Yeah, something
I mean,
like
that's
that.
not a bad gig. Take home all the leftovers. You know?
Well, you would love it. Yeah, but everybody be like, this casing is empty.
No lunch break for me as long as I put this tube up to my mouth every 10 minutes. You know? Then I'm like a big human sausage. I think that sounds
It's like
wonderful.
all in your beard as like mustache wax.
Yeah.
fucking all
Mr.
that
Kissel, we
fucking
need to
bologna
talk to you.
Making fucking gloves on and goggles, covered in meats. Like it doesn't even fucking
I think you're
Man, I gotta
stealing
tell
the
you-
product, Mr. Kissel. Oh, if by stealing it you mean fucking loving it.
I gotta
I'm
tell
loving
you,
this
boss,
job.
I fucking live to work.
You know what, guys? Here's the deal. Don't pay me anymore, and just like let me come in here for 8 hours and suck on the tubes.
I'm sorry, Mr. Kissel, but before you can leave, we have to check your pants.
Oh no.
Comes out and
so
doing shit.
I ate the whole thing.
Oh,
I'm
no.
sorry.
That's
See,
not
Ben
good.
was very large at one point in his life. So
I am still 6'7" and 260 pounds.
absolutely.
But you're normal. I mean,
sorry, buddy.
you're normal size for how big you are. You used
Yeah.
to be really big.
Yeah.
Well, I used to be 380 pounds. I lost 160 pounds, and I actually did get fired from Burger King for injecting their chicken tenders with ketchup on either side. What you do is you take a chicken tender, you take a chicken, and this is a phenomenal way to get through a Burger King lunch shift. You pop in the double sides of the ketchup and you puff it out until the chicken McNugget becomes impregnated with the ketchup. And
Glad you used the word impregnated there.
Yeah. And then as soon as you see it like spurt out a little bit, it's done. And then you take that and you put it in your mouth real quick, like so Fat Wendy doesn't see you, because she's a manager and she's a bitch.
Now, it is true that your senior year of high school in your yearbook, you were voted most monstrous?
Most monstrous. I was actually voted loudest, rowdiest, and class clown.
Really?
So most monstrous, I think, sums up those three.
Exactly.
Best. Yeah, definitely.
Rowdiest?
Yeah.
Loudest,
I've been fired
rowdiest.
from every single fast food job I ever had. But you know what?
You had
I mean, you had literally 7.
I had
right?
6, but I didn't once jump out of my fucking car on the way to work, because I'm an American, ladies and gentlemen.
There you
And I
go.
believe
Hear, hear.
you go to work and you get fired like a real man.
Yeah.
You don't fucking show up late with no shoes on.
Yeah.
I think it's also pretty comical that he got knocked out of his shoes by getting hit
Yeah.
with a trailer.
I saw one of those the other day. It was actually very tragic. I saw a woman on the ground, no shoes. Shoes were a few feet away from her. Just got hit by a car.
Is that woman on Metropolitan?
No, this is a different old woman.
See, I saw an old woman get hit by a car the other day, too.
Shoes off?
Yeah.
Yep, shoes
saw
off,
a dude
laces
get-
out.
It was always
Yeah, the shoes.
What is
I saw a
that?
dude
Tie
on a
your shoes.
bicycle get hit by a car. Shoes gone.
Shoes
He
off.
flew all the way over this van, like side flip.
Oh.
Dead fish. Landed on the street. Broke his hip, probably wide open. Just
But he was
sat there.
alive?
Yeah, he was screaming, "Why?"
Oh, dude, that's so funny. That reminded me when I saw somebody get hit by a bus and his leg was like in the wheel and he was screaming, "Why? What the fuck?" But the way that he was saying it, he was such a hipster douche where I was like, just move on, bus. You did great work for the day. One less bicyclist zooming past me at 30 miles an hour.
It was hilarious the way he did
Yeah.
it too, because he was just riding on the side of the street, just like looking up at the sky, and out of nowhere just turned into fucking
like
oncoming
City of
traffic.
Angels.
Right.
And he's screaming,
I see.
"Why?" It's because you turned into
Yeah, what a
oncoming
great day.
traffic.
What a pretty day it is
Yeah.
outside for a bike ride.
He just got here from-
Oh my God! It's Meg Ryan from City of Angels.
I just fucking said that.
Did you just say
made
that?
The City of Angels.
That's the
Did you guys
Zebrowskis.
watch that together and like hold hands?
No,
when
we
you
were
like-
talking about this. I forgot about this memory. We watched City of Angels when City of Angels came out. It was me and Henry, and
You know what the I don't even remember
This
that
is the
movie.
Nicolas Cage feature, right?
Yeah, with
Yeah,
Meg
yeah.
Ryan, and he's
That
an
Goo Goo Dolls
angel.
song.
Yeah.
In the tomb of the world to see me.
Don't even start with me right now, Henry.
And it's like, I'm going to go ahead and give away the ending because we were watching it and it was with my mother and my father, and my mom and I are crying, and she's on the bike and her arms are up in the air and she's riding. She's so fucking happy. And then my dad and Henry both said at the same time, "Yeah," and then she gets fucking hit by a car. And then we're like, "Shut up, don't ruin the movie." All of a sudden, goosh.
And we literally, my dad and I parade around the house going like, "Yeah, down, bitches down, bitches down, I got that bitch."
You ruined the Meg Ryan movie.
That's how she dies in the movie. She dies for the most.
Fucking, in the end of the
And then
movie,
just
she's
credits?
dead.
Just credits?
It's all her fault that she died.
She's fucking dead.
Apparently,
she, like, her whole
yeah,
life
this-
was saved, and then she fucking
The
died.
subtitle of the movie was "Angel Loves Riri."
Oh, that's very nice. And of
All
course,
right, good one.
I got
Yeah.
nothing, by the way.
that's nice. That's going to be on Chris
That was
Brown and
for me.
Rihanna's
That's
wedding
fine,
cake.
That's fine. I just do it for me.
I do it for me.
That's good. I mean, I feel like, getting hit by a car, that's not a terrible way to die. Getting hit by a...
I think it's a pretty bad.
You
way
think
to
that's...
die.
What do you think?
Kind of
a
sudden
subway,
and, like-
a subway or a car?
Subway.
Both
Immediately
Subway's
dead.
where, yeah, because Subway you get turned into ground meat.
Yeah, Subway, you're
but that's
out
not good.
instantly. You're
I would
done.
like to be
No,
splattered
not
on someone's
necessarily.
face while I die.
Yeah, it depends on how you get hit by the subway.
Yeah, that dude who got there was a dude who got caught in between the platform and the train.
He was a raging
That's
alcoholic.
no good.
alive for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's rough.
He
He
bled
was
out.
complaining.
Oh
And
my
he-
god.
entire
Why?
time.
But you know, he went to work.
Ow.
He didn't have any pants on, but that's fine.
Probably one of the saddest things ever is I actually didn't see this. My friend saw this. We were going to work. I worked as a mover at this time, and it's like 7 in the morning. Completely ruined his day. Of course, I thought it was it was sad but kind of hilarious.
Right.
There was
And why is that?
because all right. So he was walking on his way to the moving.
Well, I was
truck.
going to say because you're a terrible person.
Yeah, well, I'm a good guy. I'm very likable. He was on the way to the moving truck, and then he sees like all this commotion around the street, and he's like, "What the fuck is this?" And he walks up, and there's a dude just brain splattered everywhere on the street.
Really?
He was right by the sidewalk, and he had a cane next to him.
Very interesting. Perhaps a
Why
taser
that?
situation gone on too long.
And just was on the sidewalk and just fell over.
And then his brain matter went everywhere.
What,
And
like
the
a
dude-
car
got
ran
run
over his
over?
head?
This is amazing. If I would have seen this, I mean, this is your Jackie moment. Put the brains back in his head. I mean, you could have been a Kennedy. This is fantastic. If you see a man, you see a man's
Jackie Kennedy tried to put
John F. Kennedy was a president of the United States.
Yeah.
He got his brains blown out, and then his wife had the privilege of trying to shove him back into his head like trying to put cheese in an omelet.
Yeah. If you look at it, you see her climbing over the back, and a lot of people think that that's because she's trying to get away. No, she's going back, picking up brain and skull pieces, and then trying to shove it back in, going, no.
Yeah.
She always loved him for
she's
his
like
intelligence.
a horror movie character. She's freaky, man.
That sounds great.
She also knew that they would sell really big on eBay one day if she could put them in a little locket.
That's true. So whatever happened with this guy? You just walked past
that
it?
was just I don't know what else happened after that. Like
Yeah.
I literally I saw the people standing around, but I didn't go check it out. And it was actually Dan Carroll. And we were working together that day. And that was
Dan Carroll's
the
a
end
former
of the day for
comedian
him.
who is now a very professional mover who runs a great moving company. So if anybody out there listening or in the audience is thinking about moving,
what's the name of that moving company?
Intense Movers. Hit him up.
and it is very intense.
There you go.
He just screams at you the whole time, and he doesn't tape anything up or even carry it downstairs. He just throws it and hopes it doesn't break.
Did he give up comedy because he saw the brains splattered on the cement? That's kind of fun.
Yeah, it's a good reason to give up comedy. It's a bad day to be on shovel duty if you're an EMT.
I had my day ruined the other day because I went out to take my trash out, and I had slippers on, and I stepped on a dead bird.
Really?
Yeah.
At least you had
it's-
slippers on.
It's gross, though. It's gross because it's soft.
The slippers?
It's like stepping on an old sandwich.
Was its guts out or it was just dead?
No, it was frozen, and what appeared
Oh,
to, it must
okay.
have died of like a heart attack.
Sure.
Or like something natural, like poison or something.
Yeah, it was taking
Okay.
too many 5-hour energies and just immediately exploded.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
all
He
right.
just ate. Yeah, he ate bacon too
Oh,
hard, and
it's
then
a
had
tale.
a massive John Candy fucking coronary, like
It's a hell
level.
tale.
On
Yeah.
the left wing.
Well,
And-
well, while we're in the realm of birds, it's time for chicken news.
Let's do chicken news. Let's do chicken news.
Chicken news.
Thank you. A Western Ohio restaurant is trying to help a patron get his pet chicken back. Peach's Bar and Grill in Yellow Springs has offered a $100 reward for the safe return of the pet chicken named Falcon with no questions asked.
Very confusing.
Got to get your chicken back, motherfucker.
Yeah.
It says a customer tucked the live chicken into his backpack when he came in to watch a band perform, but he says the pack with his chicken was stolen. I have no other information.
Did he
would
go
you
to
do
like
it?
coat check and they're like, no, we got a Falcon named Chicken in here, but no chicken named Falcon. I'm sorry, sir. Who brings a chicken in their backpack?
To a concert.
I mean, I've heard of smuggling beers. Maybe you get a little weed in there. You're trying to sell some ecstasy.
Maybe it was inside the chicken.
Oh, that's why he wants it back so
Gotta
bad.
bust
Yeah.
open that chicken.
Yeah, cocaine and turducken joke that didn't go well.
Just keep drinking. Just keep sucking.
What? I mean, it's fun. I've been on a roll all day, you know.
It takes a lot of balls to name a chicken Falcon.
Yeah,
I'll
man,
say
that must be some fucking chicken. I tell you what.
It must be.
It is broken. That has finally broken his own mind.
Yeah. No, it's sad. No, but I liked what you were saying there, Henry.
Can you no longer be funny?
Oh, well, no. I've had a great day. No, I was hanging out with this girl. Really shattered me earlier because she didn't like my beard, and then she said I was,
What?
What fucking bitch was this?
Nikki Glazer was talking about my beard. You know, Nikki Glazer is a very successful female comedian.
And
She
you
has
were
a show on
attracted to
MTV.
her.
Oh, I would love to bang her fucking sweet ear. Yeah.
All right. Well,
Just her ear, though.
There goes that.
That's a bad thing to say in public.
yeah.
Why is
And
that?
on a podcast that anyone can listen to.
Oh, no, she would be more than happy to know that I want to have sex with her. All the girls love to feel scared. So what's going to happen with this chicken? I can't talk about it. I mean, I'm too down. I can't talk about
Can't
actual
go back.
No, I don't want to talk about this anymore.
Well, I hear more about this Nikki Glazer.
No, dude, there is no situation.
What is your favorite part of her?
Man, her fucking...
Like,
know-
attracted to, and don't be like, boo, pussy. Like, what is your most favorite part of her attractive life?
I enjoy...
Cheekbones? She has good cheekbones.
She does have good cheekbones.
She really
when I
does.
saw her today, she was just coming fresh out of bed, and we did a little interview, and I thought that it was nice to... It was almost as if I was there all night. And then we just met up in the morning.
Everything that you've said so far.
Why? No, that's nice. I was like,
Not nice.
why isn't that nice?
That's like
No.
smelling someone when they first woke up, being like, it was like I was just in your bed. You know, you can smell someone's bed after they just woke up.
No, what are you fucking
What
talking
are you
about?
outing yourself on?
Yeah,
right
now
now?
I'm not the.
I know what you're talking about.
Okay.
No. It was great. Either way, she made fun of my beard, and then she said just a bunch of terribly mean things about
About
my-
what else? What else did she not
I don't
like?
dress well enough. Girls want you to dress well now.
What interview?
Yeah, you
was
need
this?
a.
This is for a
mock
web series
turtle.
that I'm working on. So it doesn't matter. But I mean, it does matter. It's gonna be very funny. Check it out.
You gotta fuck her, man.
Well, thank you. Let's move on with the chicken news.
I have no more chicken news. They're offering a $100 reward for the return of
That's
the chicken.
it?
Wow,
No
I
questions
think that's
asked.
high.
Ladies,
So that means that you could possibly just bring a chicken in there, try to pass it off as Falcon.
Nah, dude. This dude is bringing his chicken in a book bag. He knows,
his
fucking.
he knows chicken. Yeah, I mean, that's the test. As soon as he gets another chicken, he tries to put it in a book bag, and if that chicken rebels against it, that's not.
That's the
not
thing.
at
It's
all
like
Falcon.
the silver slipper.
Well, that's,
That's
why
right.
you got to try it out. You got to shove the chicken into a backpack numerous times before you bring it into the bar.
That's a good point.
Glass slipper.
Yeah.
Yeah, not silver slipper.
No, I was thinking about Wizard of Oz because originally the
Well,
shoes
that's
were
a
silver.
ruby.
No, before they.
Yeah.
No. In the book, the shoes are silver.
We should just mail this guy like a bucket of KFC chicken and just be like, found Falcon, which is kind of funny. Is this how KFC gets all their chickens? Are they all stolen chickens? I think so. They're kind of free ranging away.
No, I don't think they're real chicken. I
Yeah.
think it's goop.
KFC.
Yeah,
It's
goop.
goop.
I
Yeah.
almost said gook, but I
No,
meant
but then you
goop.
did say it. Yeah,
Yeah.
so that's good.
You just said it.
That's fine.
Keep
though.
saying it.
Yeah, we said no more of that.
No.
All right, I'm sorry.
Jackie occasionally just bursts into random racist Asian.
Henry already did the Asian.
Racism.
He did it first.
Yeah, but that's okay because China's beating us in every way, so we're allowed to do it now.
Yes.
There you go.
All right, Marcus. What other news stories are there, buddy?
We're going to stay in the realm of animals here. Officers performing a routine probation check on a Northern California man yesterday were shocked to find that he had some 34 pounds of marijuana in his rented house. Yeah.
Cool, man.
But they were more startled to discover the animal guarding it, a 5-foot alligator named Mr. Teeth.
Perfect animal to guard
Good
your
name.
weed. If I was gonna pick something to guard my weed, it's Mr. Teeth. Fucking right there.
I can check out Mr. Teeth.
Oh,
show it to
he's
the audience.
terrifying. Oh, that's
See how
all.
big that is?
And every Christmas they wrap them in Christmas lights.
And he loves it. He
The
just
Mr.
smiles.
Teeth Wreath.
Oh, I couldn't imagine. What are you
Mr.
gonna get?
Teeth wreath. I like
Yeah,
that.
Mr. Teeth Wreath.
What are you gonna get to guard your weed, Ben?
I would like to get just like a morbidly obese picture of myself when I was morbidly obese.
Right.
So just a big picture of me, and then when somebody walks in, I pop out of it all skinny, and I'm like, look at me now! And then they're like stunned, and they're like,
Ah, yeah.
yeah, but he's still so ugly. And I'm like, that's my weed, you know? And then they run away. So
Very
yeah,
good.
even skinny, I'm
Kevin,
scary.
what are you using to protect your protect your marijuana?
Check my marijuana.
Yeah.
Loch Ness Monster, hopefully.
Absolutely.
Point. I mean, it would have to be
Catch it
underwater.
first.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I said hopefully.
I mean, can the Loch Ness Monster survive out of water?
Yeah, it can. It can do whatever I think it can do because I believe in that shit. Hard.
That would get a big tank.
good point.
That would be fun. Keep the weed behind the tank.
Listen, we all got dreams. That's one of
Yeah.
mine.
Why don't they
Hell
just
yeah.
like put just fogs and fogs of actual like weed smoke into their weedery, and then as soon as somebody busts in there to steal all the weed, they get super stoned, and then they're just like, I am
Does
good.
that even work?
Why not? Absolutely, secondhand weed smoke.
No, it's not. Life is not how high. Life is not a weed comedy. You can't just put weed smoke at someone and they're like, oh, fucking
Bodacious, dude.
That's how weed works. How else do you do it? You've shotgunned with another man before.
yeah,
Holden.
but you suck in the smoke in your mouth.
Yeah.
You suck a big
You guys know what
stream of
shotgunning
it.
is.
I like.
Yeah, I didn't know
put
you
the
shotgun
blunt-
with a man.
Men and women, all types. I'm open
Yeah.
to
I'm
all
glad.
shotgunnings. The chick who taught me how to shotgun though was a chick
You guys
who
know
looked
what
just like
shotgunning
Winnie
is, right?
Cooper.
With the weed? Okay.
Okay. They nodded their heads. I can't see any of them.
I don't know. It's fine. They're fine.
Okay. They put
They're
you put
smart.
the opposite end of a blunt in your mouth, like so that the lit part is inside your mouth. You wrap your lips around it. You walk up to someone. You kind of grab them by the back of the neck.
Yeah, and you like, and then you look
Correct.
at them.
All
You
right,
like,
okay,
I
go on that,
them a
and
couple
then
times.
And then you blow ever so gently, and it shoots fucking dank bud smoke into their
Sweet
throat.
fucking crippling green finger delicious fucking nug smoke.
Okay. All right.
Me and Holden did that the first night we met. That's
Yeah.
how we became friends.
That's how we became brothers. So
There's mustache hair in this microphone mesh. Little hair sticking out of it.
now that the movie's wrapped, are you gonna keep the stash or what?
The movie
I don't
that
know.
he's Yeah, and the movie is Henry was in Martin Scorsese's new film, and that's why he has that sweet mustache.
I have a
That
mustache.
stupid
He's going to the swanky rap party tonight.
Woo!
What are you
That's why
gonna?
he has his mock turtleneck on.
Mock
Yeah.
turtleneck. Making fun of the other fucking necks. Because mock turtlenecks
Oh, God.
make you sexy.
Marcus, what happened to this goddamn Mr. Teeth?
First of all, the man purchased Mr. Teeth in 1996 to commemorate the death of Tupac Shakur.
That's great. Good for him.
That is the nicest way to remember
But he's
Tupac.
also a big fan of the Muppets. Because
Yeah,
Mr.
Mr.
Teeth
Teeth,
is
yeah.
the piano
Yeah,
player in the
check
Muppets.
him
I love this guy. And he grows weed, and he lives in a rental. Is he one of us?
He sounds great. I kind of want to meet him.
I would love to
Here's
meet that
a
guy.
picture. His name is Asif Mayar.
Oh, we don't
Okay.
know him.
Oh, he's a
Okay.
great
Oh,
friend.
yeah.
This is one of us.
I like him.
He's
He
got a
looks like a
criminal's
dark-haired Eddie.
face. Yeah.
yeah,
Have a criminal's face, yes.
yeah. But well, like she said, he looks like a dark-haired Eddie. Perfect.
He does.
Yeah.
Big fat dumb Ed.
There you go. What are your 5 fattest things about Ed?
I think it's his mayonnaise lotion that he puts over his skin to keep it moist. It's his
yeah, he
fucking
has
ham
to,
hat
though.
he wears that he can't help but eating, so he's got to get a new one every day. It's his bacon suspenders. Fucking pants always down around his ankles because those suspenders don't last. Fucking the 9 heart attacks he has walking to the mailbox to get his
Number
fucking
4, the
cheese
9
mail.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then his fucking bucket of throat sweat that
Yeah.
he keeps that
He's
comes
gonna
off
start
of his
selling
head.
that, yeah.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Also, just so you
Eddie's
guys know,
bucket
Ed
of-
Larson is part of the Roundtable of Gentlemen. He's just in L.A. for
He's
the past
very
Yeah.
large.
Ed Larson is
Henry is replacing him right now, and strangely enough, Henry, you are fatter than Ed.
No,
doesn't
I'm no
smell,
longer
though.
fatter than Ed.
That's the thing.
No,
Ed
you don't
is larger.
smell as much as Ed.
As much of ham.
Because I
and
covered
bologna.
myself in fine powders and colognes.
Yeah, that's the thing. My lady was saying how you smell like baby powder.
Well, it's
Always.
because Henry went to Lush, and the women were like, "Oh, you need this powder.
Now are they-
Oh, you need this powder."
And I was like, oh, gimme.
And so
Yeah.
when you get close to Henry, you can like literally inhale the powder.
You can eat the powder at Lush.
What do you? No,
You're
you
not
can't. You're not
supposed
supposed to. Yeah, you.
Yeah, I mean,
you
it
did.
makes your mouth dry,
I think rephrase it like I ate the powder at Lush.
but it's filled with cocoa butter. And it's filled with thyme and all this other stuff. Yeah.
Like, it's not actual
You could
butter.
cover a piece of chicken in my
Nope.
powder and cook it, and it would be delicious.
No,
I'm sure that's true.
absolutely not.
Yeah.
Hopefully
You
that
try
happened
it.
to Falcon.
Well, we'll see what happens when I'm at my house.
Well, that's the thing is, but your funeral, we're gonna cook you in the powder, right, and eat you. Yeah,
That'll be fun.
Yeah.
that will be fun.
All right, I want to know what happens to Mr. Teeth here. Did they kill this guy or this alligator?
No. He's under a 1-month quarantine. He wasn't in good shape.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
he was
wasn't-
unhealthy.
He was unhealthy. Yeah, apparently Mr. Mayar was not keeping up on his alligator
Oh,
is that
maintenance.
that's bad.
But he
That's
had
rude.
it since
Tupac.
'96.
That's right.
That's the thing.
I'm just looking at this some more other stories to follow, and it says the fancy dress squirrel who may be too friendly for his own good.
We can just.
Squirrel in a little hat. It's a little tiny hat on a
Sounds
squirrel.
All right, we'll just go ahead and do breaking news here. I haven't read this story yet, but
Breaking news.
this is
Breaking
breaking
squirrel
news. A university student has struck up an incredible relationship with a tiny squirrel named Sneezy, who lets her dress it up in a range of eye-catching hats.
Yeah, it's little tiny hats on the squirrel. Hat.
Let me see
Isn't
Sneezy.
that fucking darling?
Sneezy's amazing.
That's unbelievable.
Sneezy is one of the cutest squirrels I've ever seen.
Yeah.
You send him in, he will fix the fiscal cliff. He will raise the debt ceiling. You get their Senator Sneezy in there.
Senator Sneezy would just absolutely dominate every single political convention on the face of the planet.
Absolutely.
We need our first squirrel
She
president.
just had lunch in the same place every day, and every day Sneezy would get a little bit closer.
So
a
did
little
she
bit friendlier.
knit a little hat?
Finally, she just put a hat on him.
Why
That's
not?
I will literally, let me read her exact words here. One day, I was sitting under a tree, and some kids nearby were feeding a group of squirrels, and they were running away, so we decided to try the same thing. And they got friendlier and friendlier, particularly Sneezy. But I honestly don't know what inspired me to put hats on her. I just wanted to see
Loneliness?
what I could do because it was funny. I had a tiny doll hat with me, and I tried it. Amazingly, she sat there with it on long enough for me to take a picture. It was so cute.
Why did she have a doll hat on her? What a fucking creep.
This is a psychopath.
Yeah, what's up with the doll hat?
Then I started making different hats, including a special birthday hat, as it was my grandmother's birthday, so I sent her a picture, which she loved.
Oh my god. This woman is a psychopath.
And her grandmother is a skeleton. Pleasantly.
Her grandmother hasn't been alive since World War II.
She's an 18-year-old freshman at Penn State University.
Oh, the rape school.
Well, classic, typical Penn State. Raping the kids, putting hats on squirrels.
Yeah, Penn State starts with a P. I just saw another word that starts with a P. Pedophilia.
Think about it.
Yeah,
Think
alright.
about it. Powerful. I mean, this is a. Do you think the
conspiracy.
squirrel liked wearing the hat? It sounds like a terrible thing for the squirrel to wear.
Squirrels are fucking sluts for attention.
You think they're?
Yeah, look
Wait.
at them all sauntering around.
You think they're
waiting
is a
for someone to
squirrel-
pay attention to him.
Christmas lights. You were
mean-
just talking about putting Christmas lights on the alligator. Christmas lights on the squirrel.
There's Christmas lights on the squirrel.
Christmas-
Oh, he's wearing a little fez in one.
That's great.
He's wearing a chef's hat in another.
Oh, what's he cooking up there?
They get,
He's got
okay.
he's got a little clown hat. He's got a little bow.
I think the
his
trucker
head.
hat is my favorite one.
Oh,
It's like Ashton
graduation
Kutcher.
cap.
Oh, he's got a graduation hat. He's got little
Earmuffs.
earmuffs. Oh, a cowboy hat.
I
I'm
like the
over
cowboy
it.
hat.
I fucking hate
This
it.
Oh my god,
woman
is that a
needs to
hat
be
made out
arrested.
of human fingers?
Yeah, yeah.
One day she's gonna love Sneezy to death, and they're just gonna find fucking
Yeah.
Sneezy parts all over.
Oh, she is definitely the. No respect. She's the female equivalent of Lenny from Of Mice and
Of
Men.
course.
She is gonna
I
break.
love this squirrel.
I'm betting. I'm betting that
break
this
its neck.
lady is 300 plus pounds, right?
Oh, yeah.
300?
How fat do you think this woman is, guys? Let's just take a
She's
survey,
you know, she's
and then
not
we'll.
that. I mean, she's a piggish woman.
Well,
Let's see how
don't show us yet, Mark.
She's lonely. She's
Oh,
lonely.
yeah.
Show
Oh,
the
she
She
audience.
looks like a piggy.
She's lonely.
She's thinner, but she's got a piggy's face.
She is not thinner. She's very fat, and she's.
Well, you know what? Some people put hats on squirrels. I myself played Final Fantasy VII for fucking 20 hours a day. I mean, you know,
I feel like
however you
it-
get through college.
The thing
you
is,
get
it's
through
like a
college.
photo of her, and it's like the camera adds like 10 pounds, but like putting hats on a squirrel adds like 75 pounds. Like that just makes you morbidly obese.
Yeah.
That is tragic. This poor woman. Any friend of her at Penn State should just.
She does not.
Yeah,
have
what are you talking
There's
about?
no way she has a friend.
She's putting hats on squirrels.
I don't know.
The person that has friends, and the squirrel don't got no fucking friends either.
Not anymore. The squirrel wanted to have friends. Now it's dressed like little John Wayne, the squirrel.
Every bird and every squirrel in the park is like, you see what the fuck Sneezy's doing?
Oh, Sneezy is the gayest of all the squirrels. Oh, I feel bad. Sneezy writes. I'm like,
Yeah.
Sneezy should be able to marry whoever Sneezy wants to marry.
Sneezy is like Samuel Jackson from Django Unchained.
That's right. Sneezy, you're turning your back on your people. Be a strong squirrel.
The park outside,
Turn your back
I
on.
say like Sneezy's hanging out with his fat bitch.
It's.
Putting hats on him.
I can't believe it, but there's somebody who's just like, oh, I wish I was Sneezy so bad. I love those hats. Oh, poor fucking Sneezy. I guess it's not the worst thing that's ever happened to a squirrel, though.
No.
Nah.
Sometimes squirrels are all fucking gutted.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I don't think you've
Let's
met
not-
Henry's relatives.
Yeah,
And then
exactly.
you'll find out what some fucking people could
Yeah.
do to some
Well, if you
squirrels.
ever wanted to know
A
what's.
bunch of heinous bullshit you could do to a little squirrel.
Well, just look in Henry's
Tight,
freezer, and I'm
tight
sure we'll be able to see it.
squirrel.
All
right.
That's great.
Oh, I
That's
can't
great.
All right.
Tight squirrel. Marcus, give us one more news story here.
All right. A vicar attended a hospital with a potato stuck up his bottom and claimed it got there after he fell onto the vegetable while naked.
I hope that really happened, though. I hope that's the truth. That better be the truth, because that's amazing. What the
I
fuck
had
is...
a bit of a
Okay.
vegetable mixer up.
Whoop. Oh, no.
A little vegetable mixeroo here. Very interesting.
The clergyman,
fun.
the clergyman who was in his 50s, told
Now where-
nurses
now
he
where
had
did I
been
put that
hanging
potato?
curtains when he fell backwards onto his kitchen table.
I wasn't even trying to be in a garden.
He happened to be nude at the time of the mishap.
Of course.
Sounds like the plot to a great Mr. Bean movie.
Mr. Bean fucks himself with a potato.
Yeah.
That's the name of the.
Dude, so what,
Silently.
wait, I'm sorry for my ignorance here. What the fuck is a vicar?
It's
That
just
is
a priest.
a religious
Clergyman.
person,
Yeah,
right?
clergyman, yeah.
But he's like high up a
Yeah,
little bit.
he's a little bit higher
Does
up.
he
He's
wear a
somewhere
funny
between
hat?
priest. Yeah, I don't know if he wears a funny hat.
All those idiots wear funny hats.
All right, we don't
All
have
right, well, we got a bit of a religion issue here. Religion talk with Henry.
Doesn't
Yes.
last long.
He happened to be nude at the time of the mishap, said the vicar, who insisted he had not been playing a sex game.
Of course not. He fell upon the kitchen table.
But I find
It
it's weird
happens.
that he was like, oh, no, I was not playing a sex game.
didn't say a single thing about a sex
game. We were trying to, like, lie with you and for you, like we do with everybody, including fucking pedophiles. So just keep going with this, you know?
But a potato is biodegradable. Can't you just like let it wear itself out in there and you
Oh
will
yeah, for a few years, it's got.
No, potatoes go bad immediately. It'll grow some eyes. You might get stimulated
Was
from
it like a little baby one?
I mean, it doesn't say exactly the
I mean, they're
dimensions
tiny
of said
ones.
potato.
Imagine an asshole is a great environment for a potato to grow in.
You think he's gonna become like a potato?
No, like I mean, it's going to sprout like this.
Yeah.
Up
Or
through
can
your
it,
intestines.
or can it like ferment and become booze?
No.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there
Like potato, isn't it like potato moonshine?
It's like a long game butt chugging. You put
Ah.
the potato up there, eventually it's vodka, then you're
That's
drunk
right.
like 3 months
Butt
later.
chugging is not a sprint; it's a marathon.
Yeah.
You got to
Potato
put.
inside of you must hurt a lot.
You should see how he make. You should see how he makes sangria. You know, it is a long process, very fermented.
He was just jealous. It's like, can you imagine getting hard, like thinking about Idaho?
yeah.
All day long, he's just like, man, I wish I'd be in that sweet, sweet Denison, Idaho.
I bet he was more like, oh, I wish I was one of that potato's eyes right now. I wish I could see it with my potato eyes. Well, it was fucking shoved up his.
That's creepy.
I'm hard.
I'm sure you are.
So
uncomfortable.
I'm erect.
It is very comfortable. But it's sad, though, that we live in a society where this priest, he's obviously a man who would enjoy some anal play, can't just go to a sex shop, get a nice dildo that has the balls, which are needed for the stopper, because it is true, it is not a, it is sort of an accident only.
Kissel
When
knows
you
a lot
get the
about this.
anus in there, you go in too deep, it's sucking it right back in.
Yeah, it's gonna suck it in.
So
Because
that's what
the
happened
anus
with
is made to
potato.
hold shit.
Yeah.
Up.
So it's too bad.
Yeah, if it didn't have that going on, you just always everyone would wear a diaper all the time, which wouldn't be so terrible. Which I don't understand why that was
And-
not a go with
Not to
my
mention-
fucking girlfriend. But fine, I'll fucking shit in the toilet.
Can you
my fucking pants?
Yeah. Can you imagine like being a vegetable in this guy's refrigerator, and every time he opens up the refrigerator, all the vegetables are just like, "Don't pick me, don't pick me," and then they see the potato getting picked, and the apples, goes to the orange. They're like, "Yeah, fuck yeah, dude! One more day of sweet
I also imagine
refrigeration."
He lets his butt do the picking, where it's like all the like vegetables are out, and he just goes like, which one do you choose?
I would just love to see him host Veggie Tales. That would just be my favorite.
This is the most accurate VeggieTales.
There'll be a lesson at the end of the next.
Yes, and it should be.
now.
Tell me
do you-
which one. Hey, are you asleep yet? And you see the two vicars like sleeping next to us, like, which one of the VeggieTales? Which one of them? You shove up your ass.
I like the
I don't know,
pickle.
Vicar. I wish you'd go to sleep.
I wish I
That's
wasn't a
between
grown
you
man.
and God, Vicar.
Well, this hospital in Sheffield, this is in Sheffield, England. It's not the only odd item that they've had to remove from rectums. In their records, they've also had to remove from backsides or genitals a can of deodorant, a
Beatles
cucumber,
record.
a Russian doll, and a carnation.
Cucumber's
carnation.
classic.
Carnation is nice.
You got to shove something up your ass. What are
Yeah.
you doing?
I guess if you're a doctor and you end up pulling a carnation out of a man's ass, well, at least you have something to give your wife at the end of the
There
day.
you go,
That's
carnation.
nice.
That's kind of nice. Or go
Very
to
nice.
prom. Yeah. I mean,
Absolutely. I would love to see that big old dusty book full of that information. By
yeah.
the way.
Oh, I thought you meant up your ass. I was
no,
like,
no.
that won't fit.
Be careful, it's been up an ass.
That's
Why
the
would
thing,
you
man.
do the carrot?
an ass.
The potato's too small. You can't fucking hold on to it. That was idiot.
It got sucked right in
He
there.
built up to that, believe me.
Yeah.
The carrot has been up there. Everything's been up there.
Started with a little celery, little ants on a log.
Definitely.
Yep.
Oh, just leave the raisins behind.
Oh, absolutely. They
It's
just
a
get stuck
coarse
in there.
thing. I guess he probably sanded it down, or what do you do? When you clean it, you like hit the brush on it.
Yeah. I
When
mean,
you
it could
clean
have
a
been
potato?
peeled. We don't know.
Yeah, that's true. It could've been
Ah.
No.
What if What if they also said they didn't put it, and it was also carved into the shape of a little penis?
Exactly. That's what I'm
Now that
thinking.
would be fun.
That's fine. That's an organic
I'd be down
dildo
with
that's
that.
saving our
Just
environment.
fucking a potato and not a little kid.
There you
Am
go.
I right? I
That's
like
right.
it.
Absolutely.
I love it.
Absolutely.
Vicar's gotta have a body and a life.
What are you talking about?
I'm trying to be, I don't know, man. I'm trying to be for Henry. Henry always thinks that all clergymen fuck kids.
Yes.
I'm trying to be, pro
It's
the
not
other
true.
side.
Not
Well,
all of them.
No, they all want to.
Right.
Some of them submit to their
I think
whims.
some of them just want to have sex with women, so that's
Yeah.
there.
No, never.
No, never.
No, because they
No.
just have sex with
I
women.
actually
They just
do
get married
agree
and
with
just
Henry
have
on
If
this
you
one.
had seen all the creepy documentaries Henry's seen, you would
seen a
know
lot of
that
that. You're right.
before they had to be celibate, their earliest sexual memories when they were a child with other small girls and boys. So they latch onto those things, and that's why they want to fuck little
Is
boys
that
and
why
girls
I
when they get
feel
older.
the way
That's exactly
that I
why.
do?
Yes.
That is why.
Because their sexuality was never allowed to mature, so they constantly want to fuck kids because that's when they
played
fucked when they were
doctor,
children.
and when they did that kind of stuff, and
So
they
they're stuck in the
explored.
mentality
So
all
you
the time.
guys fucked other little boys and girls when
I
you
fucked
were
every
playing?
boy that you knew me to be
Absolutely.
Oh my god.
around.
Yeah, it was
every
called-
little boy that I was around, I had sex with them.
Exactly.
I'm proud of you.
What are we talking about?
I don't know, but
Yeah.
it's time for a segment from Holden McNeely.
It was, by the way, it was called Beanie Weenies.
Oh, that
We
was
did
Beanie
it.
Weenies?
That's
yeah.
what we called Beanie
No, I
Weenies.
think Henry is also very extra sensitive when it comes to pre-sexual assaults because you were the ideal boy to be molested. A little chubster.
There was a gigantic molestation scandal at the. I was an altar boy, and I really wanted to be a priest, and there was a gigantic molestation scandal in the church where I was, which means that the priest molested every other kid but me.
And I
You
think
weren't good enough.
I wasn't
I
hot
think it's
enough.
because I think it's because you were
I
too
w-
good. You know, it's like when you're at a bar and you see like the most gorgeous woman, you're like, that's the love of my life, and then you see her chubby friend and you have a couple shots of whiskey, and you're like, that's the love of my life.
Oh,
That's the girl I'm gonna fuck.
But
and
then-
so it's like, you know, and I'm telling you,
Exactly,
they
and I'm
wanted
sitting
you
there.
too
Exactly,
bad.
they wanted to be special because they're looking there, and I'm just like, "Oh, Father, is there anything else I could help you with today?" And then he's just like, "God damn it, Henry Thomas, if only you knew."
yeah.
I know. I feel like that's the thing. I feel like you're just because you got shut down at such a young age. That's why you hate the clergymen and everything.
Absolutely, yeah.
So would you like
and I was giving it. You know, I
You were-
was sauntering around.
He used to waggle his ass up and down that aisle. Just
like-
They're brother and sister, by the way.
You want it? You got it.
Sang it.
He's like, push me down. I kept saying push me down a lot. Everyone's like, why?
I'm
So
curious
weird.
if we've
Yeah,
walked
you're-
anybody.
First of all,
I haven't-
Henry,
I can't see the audience,
I
so I
don't
don't
think we
know.
have.
Oh, awesome. Well, it's time for questions from the audience.
Standing up.
this is your.
Why is he standing?
I don't-
Because I'm going to walk over there so they can.
Oh, this
Okay.
is so terrifying for them. They don't want you to go and penetrate their fucking
let him
sweet egg
touch
of
your
safety.
wrist.
Straight their egg.
Oh, this
Don't
is
let him
awful.
touch your
All right,
your
there's
waistline.
so few people in this audience, so everybody has to ask a question.
Well,
now
Holden,
we'll start.
it's a podcast, so pretend like there's thousands of people.
Oh,
there.
okay, yeah.
There's a
With all of
million.
you crowding around, I can't get to one person to ask a question. Anybody have a question? Question from the audience?
I think the last
Doug,
time you-
Jackie's boyfriend, you have a question. Go on, ask Jackie something about her weird past. You already know everything
Yeah, I
about
mean,
us, guys. What about you guys? You guys are new. Question? What's the Scorsese movie about, Henry?
It is the true story of the life of the broker Jordan Belfort. That's really all I can talk about.
Leo, fucking Leo DiCaprio.
is about dumb mustaches.
That's
All right,
right.
now, as
The
we...
movie is 3 hours long. It is me dressed as Minnie Mouse.
And if you want to see
Fu-
Henry's
fu-
penis,
You do.
Let's
My
give it a
my
shot.
penis may be shown.
He had to go
No.
full nude for the shoot.
In
You
all
heard it here
serious,
first.
It's actually very
in
true.
all seriousness, the movie is called Wolf of Wall Street, and it's about colonial body types. And and Henry
'cause I look
Zebrowski is
like-
the star.
Yeah, I look
So-
like a pope, an ancient pope.
Henry, there
But
were a
it
lot
is
of
Wolf of
party
Wall Street.
scenes. How many sets of tits did you see in front of you and overall the whole movie?
I probably saw, and this is no exaggeration, I probably saw 60 pairs of breasts.
Right, and how many of those pairs of breasts were Playboy bunnies?
40 to 45.
Holy shit.
How many
Give it
of
up
those
for Henry
breasts-
Zabrowski,
It was
everybody.
it was a very
Yeah!
intense couple months.
Give it up
That's
for
really
Henry.
all I can-
Man
I'll
with
talk
a
about
big
it later.
plan.
I cannot talk too much.
Doug Austin, what you got for us?
Why don't you go to some?
What are the 5 other fast food places that you got
You know
fired
what, Doug?
from?
I'm happy you asked. First job of all time, we're talking Sweet Taco Bell. I was 15 years old. I got fired because I took out the garbage too early, and then I left, and he fired me. And I don't know why, because I was putting tons of sour cream on those tacos.
And that's you were saying that you changed everyone's perspective in your neighborhood about what Taco Bell could be because you
Everyone-
were juicing the recipe.
They were all Barry Bonds. They were all juiced up. They were all fucking playing in a different league when they went to Ben
Yeah, 'cause
Kissel's
you just
Taco Bell for
extra
2
meat,
months in
extra
Stevens Point,
cheese,
Wisconsin.
yeah.
Everything was extra. But the owner didn't like that. And then, so I got fired from there, and then I was working at Wendy's. And there's a little secret about Wendy's. Their chili.
They hire fat dudes.
Well, I was working at Wendy's, and the thing about the chili over there is, don't eat it. That is 2-day-old meat. They chop it up and they put it in the chili because there's different laws as far as chili meat. So
Don't eat
do
the
that.
old chili.
Well, what also, my favorite is your factoid about Arby's.
This is the thing. I also worked at Arby's, and Arby's was in a Sbarro's. It was an Arby's Sbarro's. They never let me touch it.
It was an Arby's / Sbarro's?
That's right.
That's disgusting.
You should have seen the herd that rolled through that town. It was amazing. The thing about Arby's, well, before we get to Arby's, it was Pizza Hut, and then which I got fired from because I couldn't make the pizzas fast enough, and I kept on popping pepperonis.
Every single one of them.
I got fired from every job I've ever had.
Wow.
Yes. And then, and the thing about Arby's though is the meat comes, for all intents and purposes, liquefied, and they pump it into like these little bags, and they kind of look like, Falcon, the chicken. They're in there, and then you got to put them in the freezer for 48 hours, and then when it comes out, it's roast beef, sort of.
So it's like so it's frozen meat liquid.
Right, it's frozen meat liquid
that they shave into roast beef.
That's right.
Which, by the way,
still it's delicious though.
You were like, "Oh, we got to go to Arby's."
I love Arby's.
Arby's is amazing.
Growing up.
Oh, and
I wanted
say
to
this.
throw up. I got the same thing everybody else got, which is like the triple meat fucking.
It's really interesting.
It's
though.
fantastic.
Special.
After 2 bites, it goes back into being soft serve meat.
And when you work at Arby's, this is something you lay people will never understand. When you work
By
at
lay
Arby's,
people, it means people who get laid.
Oh my God! All right, take it easy. No, this is the deal. When you got your roast beef and cheddar, right? Okay, that's 3.5 ounces of sweet liquid roast beef. You got your Big Montana. That's 7 ounces of sweet. Big Montana is fantastic. Okay, so you put your Big Montana amount of meat. You got 7 ounces on there. You douse it with the sweet cheddar. You know what you're doing though? You're by the deep fryer. You see some fucking mozzarella sticks. Why don't you drop some mozzarella sticks in there? What to do? I can only have one sandwich. I'm on a diet. You take the mozzarella sticks, you plow them on top of the 7 ounces of sweet meat and that sweet liquid cheese. Then you got 4 mozzarella sticks on there. Oh, is there a chicken wing that fell on the ground? No, it didn't, but let's pretend it did. Pop that right on there. Next thing you know, you're eating like a goddamn Jewish king.
What are you, Dagwood Bumstead?
What's that?
How tall was that?
It was massive. I put a fucking toothpick in it, and I'll tell you one thing, that toothpick didn't even get through the bun. It was amazing. I loved it.
You lost the toothpick? That's the game. Find the toothpick.
Did you eat the toothpick?
Who knows? I mean, what does it matter? You know?
That's the thing. Is like everything goes red after that sandwich is made, and it's just carnage for like
Oh, it was great.
And then Ben wakes up in an alleyway like completely naked.
It's coming out of the sensory deprivation tank from altered states.
Yeah,
exactly.
And this is the thing. My only advice, if you're going to get into the fast food business, this is the only thing I've learned. They don't enjoy it when you play one for me, one for them.
Right.
Which is like one pickle for the sandwich, one pickle for me. I mean, it slows up the process and it makes you very fat.
Right.
And I don't think it's sanitary is the major issue that they have with it.
All right. Anybody else with a question? Come on. By anybody else, I mean somebody else. Yes,
I'm
you.
totally disgusted.
Ben, how did you lose the weight? I love this cocaine vodka diet. Let's
it's just
do
a
it.
Coke. It's literally Diet Coke and rum and a lot of actual cocaine. And I was a wrestler in high school. No, I was a wrestler in high school, and I had to be at a certain weight. So and then I was exercising, but I just kept on eating. And then I was 360 pounds, and then I just did tons of blow, and I just only drank alcohol from when I was 21 to 22, and I still pretty much only drink alcohol.
Hey Ben, you want to show him your penis?
No, I don't.
I'll do it.
So either way,
extra stomach skin.
I
He
did
needs
a very
surgery
unhealthy,
to get rid of it.
so
All right,
started that way.
everybody. Well, that's it. That's the segment. This has been the Roundtable of Gentlemen. Thank you so much for coming out.
Yeah,
Thank you.
ladies and gentlemen, get a fast food job, eat all the food you want, and when you want to stop eating all the food you want, do a bunch of cocaine and rum and Diet Coke, and you're going to end up doing a podcast with 5 people you don't like.
Holden McNeely.
And by the way, tomorrow, me and Henry and Ben are going to be back at 3 p.m. tomorrow for the last podcast on the left.
We're building our fantasy serial killer
Serial
team.
killers. It's a macabre podcast. It's absolutely fantastic. So, all right. Well, that is Henry Zebrowski. Thank you, buddy. Holden McNeely.
Already did mine?
You already did yours.
Yeah, go
Jackie
on.
Zebrowski, Kevin Barnett. I'm Ben Kissel. That is Marcus Parks. Thank
my
you guys so
tissues.
much for coming out.
Anyone need a
and have a
tissue?
great evening. Thank you.
Yeah.
Good night.